Patriots of Kansas, just saying hey. Wanted to talk about a couple things. One of which would be the state of this nation. I'm real disappointed in America right now. Not all Americans, but I'm disappointed in a pretty big majority of Americans. The far left, those of you liberal, let's let our mouths overload our ass against all reasoning and rationale, even when things are presented to us that this is why it is, this is why something is wrong that you're saying, and you got the facts laid out in front of you. It just doesn't matter. Y'all don't give a shit because you're not going to listen, because that's just what you do. You just don't listen. Y'all are the kids that didn't get your ass whipped enough for mommy and daddy, and you didn't get your ass beat in school when you needed to be knocked down a peg. That's the whole bottom line there, and that's what's wrong with y'all. So let me tell you what's going to happen if y'all don't straighten the fuck up. Okay, here's how it's going to go. Okay, we're going to end up in a situation where we're all fighting for our freedoms, and not just our freedoms, okay, like our lives, our livelihood. All your stuff can be taken. Y'all not realize that shit? That Obama, when he switched the definition of national security, there's a few other things that went down when that happened, okay? One of which would be your land. If he wants it, he can have it. If they want it, they can have it, okay? They can take anything. Let me enlighten you a little bit here. Because here's how it's going to go is, right now, we got to worry about the UN, okay? And if you don't believe me, you can go right to the UN page on this, but I know you guys might have heard Agenda 21, also referred to now as the UN 2030 Agenda, okay? That is government form of population control. I shit you not. It's about that big if you want to take the time to read through it, okay? But it is basically, in a nutshell, this world, this earth, it's about out of resources. And when it runs out, we're screwed. So that 1% elite, super rich, super asshole bunch of jerk-offs, whatever you want to call them, Rothschilds type people, they've decided that the rest of us, you, me, those we love, those we know and care about, our lives aren't worth shit. It's them. They're the ones that are, going to be saved. Because come 2050, we're not going to have food here. We're not going to have enough food. We're not going to have enough, anything to live on. According to, that's what I'm reading. That's kind of what I'm understanding here from all of it. And my research skills are pretty top-notch for the most part. So, basically though, so Agenda 21 or UN 2030 Agenda, and I think it's even got another name now, that is government form of population control. That is so that the elite can survive on what's left here after they kill us all off, okay? There are a lot of people that would say these are tinfoil hat issues, and I haven't got to look into a lot of this stuff as much as I would like to, that I'm about ready to kind of get a, touch on a little bit, but, we do have HARP. For those of you that don't know what HARP is, that's HAARP. That's government weather control. Okay, know that. That's true. That's a true fact. Okay? These chemtrails they're dumping on us all the time, that's bad news there too. You notice how everybody's getting cancer? Everybody's coming down with something? That's what that's from. They're bound and determined to get us one way or another. So while you liberal pricks want to sit there and you want to cry and you want to bitch and you want to piss and moan because people like me, my brothers, my sisters, we want to make sure, no matter what, that our Second Amendment rights are protected, that all of our rights are protected. Our birthrights, damn it, are protected. Do you not realize, and if you don't, then it's time to fucking learn, okay, that if it wasn't for our forefathers making sure they put certain things in that Constitution, such as that right shall not be infringed, then basically what recourse would we have? You really think for a second that if we give our guns up to these gun-grabbing, gun-confiscating pricks, that everything's going to be fine after that? Are you shitting me? You may as well just say, hey, hey guys, hey people that are fitting to come into my house and rob it, why don't you pause a moment, let me go ahead and get my fucking guns and set them on the outside of my doorstep for you, so then for a fact I can't provide any protection for myself or my family, and then you can use that and come on in and get us. Because that's all that's going to go on. I'm not even kidding. Okay, you've got stuff with Monsanto. I mean, they're getting us through the food. They're getting us through the water with all the fluoride. They're getting us in every which way possible. You know? And you all leftists are sitting there talking about, oh, we want everybody to be treated right. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. Well, you know what? If these people that have come over here right now are so, if their skin is so thin that they can't learn like we learned when we were little itty bitty kids, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, then screw them. They don't need to be here anyway. Okay, because if we went to their countries, do you think they're going to switch anything for us? Hell no, they're not gonna. Do you think that they're going to switch their laws because some little American wanted this or wanted that or didn't feel like it was okay? I mean, really? Seriously? And how much longer are you guys going to defend people that are sitting there blatantly with a book that obviously most of y'all haven't read? And if you have read it, shame on you even more so. Because if you've read it, then you know that it says so many times that all infidels are those that don't conform. Those that will not participate in the Islam religion. Also, before I go any further, if anybody wants to sit there and say that I'm being racist, y'all can just go fall off a cliff, because let me tell you something, okay? Islam is a religion. Muslims are a people. So when I'm talking about Islam, and that I think it's bullshit, because I think it's bullshit. Let me rephrase that. No, let me repeat that. I mean, Islam is bullshit. The Islamization of America, not happening on my watch or any of my brothers and sisters. You need to know. And you should be thanking us. You should be lining our pockets with some cash so we can freaking afford better guns and more ammo. That's what you should be doing. If you're too chicken shit to pick a gun up, cool, fine. Do something else productive with it. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me that I'm racist because I'm bitching about an ideology and a belief that I think is bullshit. You say I'm racist then you're just basically looking like a dumbass, which most of the time y'all do anyway over there on the left. I'm just saying. Because you guys are going to keep fighting, and if you don't watch out, you're going to end up where it's this one world government, and guess what? All those rights that you dumb shits have failed to appreciate and have taken for granted, well, when they're gone, you're going to hate life. And do you think they're going to do anything but gas us? Okay? Go to my page and look, scroll down a little bit, okay? There was a man on there that I videotaped, I sent this videotape, I posted it the other day. This man was a law enforcement official, a cop, a police officer. And the reason that he was out there during, Harvey, during Hurricane Harvey, and the reason that he did not go and get help is because he said that the people at the Salvation Army, and he named another place, I want to say like the Russian Way, something, it's another place, but that those two facilities got busted killing everybody that they were putting in there. Okay? The reporter cuts him off real quick. But that guy doesn't sound nuts if you really stop and listen to what he's saying. Stop and listen to it. Pay attention to what's going on under some of these Walmarts. Maybe you should. Maybe you should look up Jade Helm. That's